animal trainers have learned about construction. This whole new set, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Wait until you guys see the animals pop out here. I mean, you watch them in front of that pirate show for a long time. When you see them on this set, they just glow. And I'm going to show one to you in just a little bit. We're talking about learning, and what you guys might be interested in is how we teach our animals here at SeaWorld. I'm a teacher. I feel like I'm a teacher. I'm an animal trainer, but I'm just teaching animals that can't talk to me. So we teach our animals all here using the same techniques. We use positive reinforcement techniques. It's a behavior modification designed only on this basis. When we see something we want to see happen again, we reinforce or reward the animal. When we see something we'd rather not see happen again, we simply don't. Keep your eye on all the trainers in all the shows here at SeaWorld. If you ever see an animal come back to the trainer does absolutely nothing for about 3 seconds, that's our version of, that's not quite it. We'll try again. When we're training the animals to do the behaviors you see in the show, we try to focus on things that highlight their natural abilities. Their ability to perform these behaviors because of the way they're built. At Sea Lion and Otter, we have a blast with that. These guys are amazingly agile. So when we were thinking about behaviors for this new show, one of the behaviors was called a feigned flipper. So he's feigning an injury in the show. And the best probably way for me to talk to you about positive reinforcement and how we train the animals is to demonstrate it for you. So will you all help me welcome one of my best trainers, Josh, and his friend Mario. Now before Josh gets started, let me just talk about that positive reinforcement for a second, because I want you to watch all the trainers and all the shows here at SeaWorld, but watch Josh as he rewards Mario. This time he's using fish, but we use all kinds of different rewards with the animals, and we're really only limited by our own imagination. We can touch them, we can play with them, we can give them fish, we can give them toys, we can put them in the water, we can take them out of the water, we can move around. Our individual relationship with the animals shows us what they tend to like, what they respond well to, and we use that while we're training them. So let's talk about the feigned injury, okay? Mario's giving me a little kiss. Before I tell you, let me tell you about Mario. So Mario here is 10 years old. He was born right behind the facility at Pacific Point Preserve. He's grown up to be gorgeous, hasn't he? He weighs more than 500 pounds, now born right here. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, every single sea lion you're going to see performing in this show was born right here at SeaWorld. When we break this behavior down into smaller steps, the approximations are, the first one is target on me and raise your flipper up. Okay, touch your flipper to my hand. You hear the okay, that means yes, you've done the right thing. Every time, if you listen during the show for the word okay, that's the trainer telling the animal you've done the right thing. And it will be followed by some kind of reward. This time the reward was actually getting to move around a little bit unstable. So once we have that flipper up in the air, we need him to shift his weight all the way onto the other flipper. And that's one of the harder steps, but because we're behaviorists and because we know what the animals can do, we know they're capable of, we key our bridge on exactly when he shifts that weight, so he understands the concept. I want all of my weight on that foot. Now the next step is the hardest. And he actually did it really quickly. The next step is the hardest, is to get the animal to actually lift its entire body off, then follow the trainer. So now we've got the animal hopping on one flipper, but we want this behavior to go around us in a circle. We introduce our signal. We call it an SD in our world, but the signal is actually our arm going around the back of us. At the same time, we'll probably be turning around with him at first to get the continuation. So Josh is going to show you what that looks like. Raise that flipper, shift that weight, and oh, we skipped a step, so that's good.